Namaskar. Now, I would like to talk on the subject the ways of popularization of Sanskrit into masses. Sanskrit, which is considered to be a treasure house of Indian knowledge, wisdom, and culture, was brushed aside due to many socio-political reasons. And it is our bounden duty and sublime obligation to revive the language to regain its past glory. There are many evidences to prove that Sanskrit was once the lingua franca of our motherland, and the reasons for its disappearance from the common man are also obvious. In this modern and scientific age, the majority of people think that the study of Sanskrit is of no use as it does not yield any monetary benefits. Even the scholars of Sanskrit are not providing Sanskrit education to their children. So, the future of Sanskrit has become a very big question. In olden days, people used to study the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and some other books of holy literature for acquiring dharma, and being influenced by them, common people also used to follow in their footsteps either by listening to them or by studying them by themselves. So, a majority of people in the society, whether educated or uneducated, kept themselves in touch with the language and literature. But now, Sanskrit is only in the schools, colleges, and some universities. The number of students is decreasing year by year. A majority of students who are studying Sanskrit do not pay adequate attention and enthusiasm. The interest they evince towards learning Sanskrit in comparison with the other languages and subjects is insignificant. The courses offered very recently by University Grants Commission and other private institutions in the form of Vadata Samskritam, Dasadineshu Samskritam, for taking Sanskrit to the common man leave much to be desired. In respect of Sanskrit magazines also, much progress is yet to be witnessed. Similar is the case with the radio and TV programs. The awards announced by the government, autonomous institutions, and private organizations are confined to scholars, and the common man is not benefited by them. In this context, here are some steps to improve the position of Sanskrit. Number one, at the very outset, the wrong notion that Sanskrit is a language for a particular sect should be discarded. Number two, scholars of Sanskrit should encourage their children also for Sanskrit learning, though not for livelihood, at least for the sake of knowledge, to keep the rich language tradition alive. Every Sanskrit scholar is expected to contribute at least 100 rupees per month for the uplift of Sanskrit. Number four, the price of Sanskrit books should be kept within the reach of common man. Number five, the Vedic scholars should continue their branch of learning uninterruptedly, as otherwise the tradition will not be handed over to the future generations. Point number 6. Professionals who study the Vedas, astrology, and Ayurveda for their livelihood should continue to read their books to keep themselves in touch with the literature of that particular branch. Point number 7. If two or more persons who know Sanskrit happen to meet together, their conversation should be in Sanskrit only. Number 8. The interaction between Sanskrit and science is quite essential in the present day circumstances. So, every student should try to interact with the student of science to unearth the scientific knowledge of our ancestors. Then only the necessity of Sanskrit learning is felt by others. Steps should be taken to teach Sanskrit through the medium of Sanskrit, and they should be scrupulously implemented. Point number 10. Sanskrit magazines should publish scientific articles also to enable the student of Sanskrit to be equipped with scientific knowledge. Point number 11. Articles in Sanskrit magazines should be written in such a manner as to be intelligible even to the common man. Point number 12. More magazines for children should be designed. Number 13. In our society, there are number of philanthropists, priests, religious organizations who wish to contribute their might for the benefit of mankind. We should bring them under one roof and plead with them to be of use for the propagation of Sanskrit. Point number 14. Scholars, instead of concentrating upon one Shastra, should concentrate on the preservation of language. Point number 15. Sanskrit should be given place in three language formula. One's own mother tongue, Sanskrit, and English for local, national, and international purposes respectively. Mottos which can be understood easily even by the common man should be kept everywhere to inspire the common man. Point number 17. Celebrities like film stars, sports persons, and other such men should be requested to popularize Sanskrit slogans. Point number 18. In religious places, even mantra should be kept translated in their respective regional languages for the proper understanding of that particular mantra. Then only the common man will relish the beauty of Sanskrit learning. Number 19. More incentives are to be given for those who study Sanskrit as the main subject. Point number 20. Talks should be arranged in every possible forum on our epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, to inculcate interest in the people. Point number 21. In this Kali age, strength lies in unity, and scholars and lovers of Sanskrit should try to influence the masses to fight in favor of Sanskrit. Point number 22. The four steps of education, that is Adhiti, Bodha, Acharana, and Pracharana, that is learning, teaching, practicing, and propagation, should simultaneously be taken up. Then only we can achieve our goal. Jayatu